Dear children, last day I taught you geography, lesson second, natural resources, land, soil and water. In this lesson, I taught you land resources. After it, land use. Land use, look at the topic land use. Land is used for different purposes such as cultivation of crops, grazing of animals, building houses and roads, mining, manufacturing, etc. This is known as land use. The proportion of the land put to such use varies from one region to the other. This is called land use pattern. It also varies within a region over time. The ever-growing population has been responsible for change in land use pattern. It has led to conversion of forest areas into croplands and croplands into non-agricultural uses such as building roads, etc. The land use pattern of country depends on a number of factors such as topography, soil, climate, availability of water, mineral resources, etc. Fertile and well-watered plains are used as croplands. Occurrence of mineral resources favors mining. Besides, economic and human factors are also important. For example, areas having low-grade ores may not develop mining owing to high cost of production. Similarly, densely populated areas encroach upon forest and croplands to make room for building houses, roads, rail, etc. Following tables show the land use pattern in select countries of the world. Look at the page number 126 टेबल. ये लैंड यूज पैटर्न है, हर देश कंट्री में अलग अलग पाया जाता है, जो आप देख सकते हैं. This table reveals that India possesses the highest percentage of area under the cropland. France and United Kingdom have more than one-fourth of their respective area under cultivation, while Canada, Australia, Russia, Brazil and China registered under 10% area under cropland. Environmental speaking, a country must possess 33% of its area under forest. Unfortunately, however, most countries, including India, do not fulfill this norm. According to the given table, only Japan, Brazil, Russia, Canada are favorable placed, while the United States of America stand close to the required percentage. यहाँ पर ये बताया गया है, हर देश में उपलब्ध भूमि का 1/3 या 33% वनों का होना, फॉरेस्ट का होना बहुत आवश्यक है. यदि ये भाग अनुपात नहीं होगा तो वहाँ के लोगों का जीवन कष्टकारी होगा और वहाँ का एनवायरनमेंट सही नहीं होगा यदि इतना वन नहीं होगा तो. एनिमल स्पेशली domesticated are very useful for humans. India possesses the largest number of livestock population, yet it has a very small percentage of area under pasture. Canada, Japan and Russia also have very small percentage of area under pasture, while Australia, United Kingdom, China, USA and France are fortunate in this respect. The table also illustrates that livestock raising and related economic activities are well developed in Australia, United Kingdom, China, France, and Brazil. Forestry and lumbering are well developed in Japan, Brazil, Russia, Canada, and the USA. As land is a fixed asset, there tends to be stiff competition among various land use in a given country. Keeping in view the nature of land and the needs of the community, land use has to be planned properly to give the best result. Careless use of land may lead to problems like shortage of cropland, soil erosion, deforestation, and desertification. Now, soil resources. The uppermost thin layer of the crust, which supports all flora and fauna or vegetation, is known as soil. All living buildings, including humans, directly or indirectly depend on soil for their survival. Humans fulfill their basic needs from soil only. Therefore, soil is the most important natural resource for man. It is a renewable resource, but soil formation is a very slow process and takes hundreds of years to form 1 centimeter of soil layer. Therefore, it must be protected from erosion and degradation. Soil formation. Soil formation is the continuous process and called petrogenesis. Soil formation is a continuous process और जो उसकी प्रोसेस क्या कहलाती है, पेंडोजेनेसिस. Parent rock, topography, climate, soil, organism, and time are the basic factors in the soil formation. Parent rock have definite characteristics. Temperature and rainfall are the main climatic factors affecting soil formation. Topography affects the drainage of an area. Whether rock do not get accumulated on steep slope, they move down the slope by water and under force of gravity in plains and areas with the gentle slope. Soil tend to accumulate without any difficulty. Dead plants and organisms provide humus to the soil, which make them fertile. Earthworm and ants create space for air and water in the soil. Time factor is also an important factor in soil formation. The longer the time for soil formation, more deeper is its layer. Beside weathering of rocks, moving water, and wind also contribute to soil formation. These factors are erosion deposits material on the earth's surface. Alluvial soil formed by rivers are highly fertile and deep. Problems of soil. Depletion and erosion are the two major problems of soil. Continuous cultivation of crops robs soil of its fertility. If the same crop is grown every year, the soil will surely become deficient in some nutrients. It is important to note that all crops do not need the same nutrients from the soil in equal amount. Certain crops return nitrogen to the soil, thereby helping in the maintaining soil fertility. The fertility of the soil can also be restored by addition of manures and fertilizer, but the chemicals used in fertilizers can render soil unfit for cultivation in the long run. Erosion cause greatest loss to soil. Loose soil devoid of vegetation is liable to higher rate of the erosion. It is carried down the slope by running water and wind. Physical and human factors also contribute to soil erosion. Physical factors include slope, intensity of rainfall, and velocity of wind. Human factors include deforestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizer, over-irrigation, and faulty agriculture practices. Over-irrigation leads to salinization. In India, 36% of the total irrigated area has been damaged by salinization. Conservation of land and soil. Now, next day.